Yeah, let us give some extra tzedakah, especially today that the kids are going back to school. Wow, traffic this morning was definitely different. And how beautiful sight to see parents running with their kids to school and the crossing guards and the balloons and all the buildings welcoming the kids. So one school I saw that they have apples lined up for all the kids to take an apple. I guess they believe an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But such a beautiful sight. Running to school. Not from school, to school. Parents committed to do everything to give a proper education to their children. In Hebrew, education is called chinuch. Chinuch, which means inauguration. Chanukah Sabayis. Chanukah. Chinuch, which means education. And what's the origin of it? Why are we obligated to educate our children? We can just feed them and let them fend for themselves. Obviously, it's a logical thing, but it's more than a logical thing. It's a biblical thing. It's a biblical obligation. We say it in Shema every day, morning and night. Let's go together. Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Hear, O Israel, God is your God, God is one. And then the Torah continues. V'ahavta es Hashem Elokecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha v'chol moedecha. You should love God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And those take to heart these instructions which I charge you this day. Then, you should impress them upon your children. You should recite them. When? When you're at home, when you walk on your way, when you go to sleep, when you get up. Then there's two more commandments. Should bind them upon your arms, putting on the tefillin. You should have the mezuzah on your doorpost. So here the Torah says, together with loving God, together with studying Torah, together with putting on tefillin, together with having a protected home, says the Torah, you have an obligation. You should teach those to your children. There's another verse in the Torah that says, Vayemer Hashem el Moshe. And God says to Moshe, Amor el Kahanim, speak to the Kahanim, to the priests. V'amar to'alem, and you should tell them. Talmud asks, why this redundancy? Why this double talk? Double speak, so to say. Say and say again. The answer is, say to them, for them to teach it further. In fact, Pirkei Avot starts, Moshe kibel Torah misina, Moshe got from Sinai, and he gave it over one generation, the next generation, the next generation. There is a continuous obligation to give over, to teach the next generation. In fact, we know, when God came to give the Torah, when he asked for guarantors, the only guarantors he accepted was the children. Why? Because the Torah is not something, a relic of the past, it's something of the past, present, and future. For the future to be a future, it's up to us, parents, educators, to transmit it further. Because this is the key to the eternity of a people. The guarantee to that man's work, as we are partners of the Creator, partners with God in the creation, so that it continues, that each generation transmits to the next all that they have learned and achieved towards the realization of our covenant with God. The commitment we made to actualize the divine potential for goodness and perfection imbued by the Creator in creation. This is what we have to impart. So education is training of children and youngsters. It is the child who obviously needs to be taught, to be imparted knowledge, to be aided in the honing of faculties and skills, to be guided in the development of a moral self that distinguishes between right and wrong and never loses sight of its responsibilities towards God and man. But my friends, education is a lifelong endeavor. Within our own selves too, there is the elder and the youngster, our yesterday and our tomorrow. The former must never cease to guide and instruct the latter. within our own selves too, is a perpetual need to learn, develop, and grow, to cultivate the seeds and saplings of our present potential into the trees and fruits of the future achievements. We talk about a child because it's the most evident, but it's no less evident in the adults. And in fact, it is this chinuch, this education for the children and for ourselves, which God willing will bring us today to the Chanukah Sabayis, the inauguration of the Beis Hamikdash. And you know what? We're going to continue learning then, but on a much deeper level.